Everyone, we're the Bearded Bastards with the Villains of Man, bringing you our D&D 5th edition game, The Ancient Reborn. I'm your DM, JVD.
Hey guys, I'm Evan the Great from the Villains of the Man. I'm playing the Elven Bard / Paladin Luna Silverstring. And here behind us.
I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villains of the Man, and I'm playing Vesper North, the Moon Elf Rogue.
I'm Smiley playing Oda Dwight Hebber, and I make shit.
And I'm West playing Roland Ivor.
The Bearded Wonder, Vesper, give me the recap. Not that there's much to recap.
We set the slaves free, or Ord and Luda set the slaves free, and me and Roland had a conversation with the Duke.
Showed off right
Talked about some weapons. I showed him the vampire's head. And now me and Roland are going to the guest quarters to get some sleep. And Ord and Luda are going to go to the forge to go forge something.
So, assuming you're like repairing weapons and stuff like that.
Just doing general things, getting certain things started. That's why I had access to a forge.
Alright.
If Vesper was here, she'll be upset because she will see me melting down platinum.
Yeah, you would be upset.
I've melted down like 50 platinum.
It's your platinum.
That's all.
Platinum?
If it's not,
I see you brought down Platinum. I asked if you want mine.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
I have 106.
Jesus
Probably
Christ.
6 on for good measure.
There you go.
Yeah.
All that gold wasted. Boy, man, you make slaves cry if they seen that. They'd be like, what are you
There's
doing?
fire giants crying watching this.
They're probably curious. Like, what do you melt platinum for? Because then that might make one platinum coin. If you take like giant currency, I would assume it's bigger. So that might just be one coin to them. But anyways, you start working on what you're working on.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about sleeping here. I don't know if you feel that you would be uncomfortable. Like, do you actually get a legit night's rest? I mean, you are in a very hot forge inside of a mountain.
I feel safe enough, I guess.
No, I mean, you don't feel that there's any ill will that'll come to you or anything.
But while I meditate, I will.
We feel a little cozy after being frozen for so long.
Put my HUD up.
That's up to you.
Put your
That's,
hood
that's
up.
the way I'm
But
feeling.
I mean, it's warm in
Probably
here.
feels great being, after being frozen like that.
You can block sound with the hood.
I know.
Ord being a dwarf, how do you feel about staying in a giant's forge?
Ord is in a very certain mindset. Very much like, not so much like it's a giant's forge, just I need to keep my mind and my hands busy.
Mm-hmm.
That he probably slept very little and worked most of the night.
Alright, Luda, eventually I guess you gave up on him and to bed yourself.
I cast HUD.
He put a hood
I know
up,
where he's at,
doesn't
and I
block
get in.
sound.
Wait, is that actually a makeshift hut? Like,
No,
No, it's a bubble of force.
Yes.
Okay.
No force
Yeah.
bubble.
Alright, to 28 of Nightal, it's the next day. You guys are gathering up these slaves and whatnot. Like I said, 124 of them. It's a lot of people. Blagofgus will escort you through the mines to the Akvok village. Make sure that you have no problems with them. As you come out, it's a very cold winter day. You're here at the end of this year. This is a year of... I gotta scroll down, because you guys are about to flip a year.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this? No, I guess I didn't write the year down.
It's 15, 16.
Oh, no, I meant like what they're calling the year.
18, 15.
So, but
The 16.
very, very cold winter day. As you guys walk out with all these slaves, there they are, the slaves of the Yak folk, tending to their gardens and whatnot. And you can just
we
look.
can use or anything.
Huh?
Is there like a back door we can use or anything?
This is it.
One way in, one way out.
And you could just see the look of like all hope is lost in their eyes as they watch you guys, like march out. And you can see that your slaves that you've taken, your free slaves, are kind of the same thing. Like, oh my God, like we're being set free, and they've got this small group of slaves up here and still stuck here in the cold. That You know, the wind's blowing in your face because you're so high up this mountain.
I don't know who to speak to about purchasing their slaves.
You do notice that Skyreach Castle
Yeah.
is not here anymore. Is gone.
Oh.
You can try to purchase these slaves, but your chances of doing so are very, very, almost impossible.
What about for 1,000 gold?
Not to the Yak folk, no. Yak
What
folk,
about for
You probably
200
don't-
pounds of dragon meat?
no. These guys are very cruel and like money, stuff like that, material wealth, not a lot to.
Part of me just really wants to start shooting them, but I know like they have a deal with Zotto,
Yeah.
so that would be a bit inconveniencing for him.
But I mean, as you and it just this seems like it lasts forever because you've got such a massive amount of slaves you've just freed, and it seems like this procession goes on forever and ever. And Zalto leads you guys to the very edge of this Yak folk village on this cliff, where it's set to the mountain, and he says, "These stairs will lead you off the mountain." And you're in the clouds, and eventually the stairs kind of disappear into a fog.
It'll take us a good while to get to Waterdeep. Keep your mind open for me.
And he'll kind of nod his head. He says, "Careful, you are quite the ways up." And you look at these stairs, and they're made for medium-sized characters, but they're like 15 foot wide, and you've got a ton of people that's about to go down them.
Yep, this is gonna be a task.
So why didn't we see? So we should have helped Zalto enslave the Yak folk.
I felt like that was mentioned, and he kind of turned it down.
He
Wasn't
has something worked out with the Yak folk.
I'm just assuming that they're giving them food so they don't have to have to farm themselves.
So, Baldwin, he tells you, Ord, tells you, we'll have to break camp at the end of those steps. He says, the giants call that, the 12,000 foot drop.
Sure, thank you. Worst case scenario, I'll just fly myself down, but.
You could. And then when he tells you this, he kind of looks back at all these people.
Yeah.
And it's just humans, gnomes, dwarves, elves, and goblins.
And orcs. 6 orcs.
And orcs, I forgot about these
6
orcs, yeah.
orcs.
And
orcs not being cruel to the orcs.
he can tell you, it seems like it took us days to walk up these stairs.
Going down's easier.
That's a lie. That's a myth.
He tells you, you say that, but have you been enslaved for 3 years
Yes.
recently?
No.
Okay.
How far is the drop down? You said it was like-
You can't tell.
Oh.
Wind's blowing up here. He tells you it's high up, and he says, 12,000 foot drop.
I want to go back to the slaves. At the bottom of this ravine is your freedom. And I just started walking.
First guy to walk down these steps is Ord.
And I'll go behind him.
Put up a brave face because he doesn't like me this high up.
Yeah, it's very true.
He likes terra firma. The stairs helped it a little bit, but it's not like it's standing on cloudy again, but it's one of those, if you can't see it, it's fine. But if you can see it, fuck that.
Perhaps we should use, how much rope do we have?
Oh god, I had like 5 quills.
Not enough for all these people, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I only have like 250 feet myself. I don't know how much y'all have.
I've only got 2 cool, 100 feet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to do like acrobatics or something like
No, they're just normal steps.
The reason I
They're
say
carved
that is
into the side of
because
this
it
mountain.
might be a good idea to have like a rope chain for them to follow.
Yeah,
and get
like
into
from
the
one end to the
clouds so
other.
people can't see.
Okay, so you just start tying the ends of your rope together.
Yeah, just like a brace in case somebody goes to get knocked off. We can.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So like literally like you're gonna tie like off to 2 people, 1 on each end, or how you doing this?
that. It's gonna end bad.
I think he's one like,
Both of
they
them.
go like this, and they all grab the rope.
Well, yeah, that's what I get.
If we have
You
enough,
just have to
do
keep
you have any
a
rope?
hand on it so they know which way to
Do
go.
you have any rope?
Well, there's only one way to go. It's down.
Yeah, when you get in the
Oh,
clouds,
you're
you won't be
bored.
able to see.
You still have an adventurous pack, I think.
I have the entertainer's pack. I don't think I have it.
Remember some of his, remember some of his stuff also got taken. When you're dragons to your castle.
I thought we got all of our stuff back.
No. Remember some of his
They
stuff
just
got
gave us our
taken
weapons
by the other
back.
Harper agent.
Oh,
That clocked
okay.
him, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I had his money hid.
Yeah, that's right. See?
Good times.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, if you guys got 300 foot between you, there's not even 150 feet. That's like 2 feet for each person. You'd be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's just like kind of waist to waist to waist.
You know, just make everybody like hug the inside of the steps,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine.
It's
Just a safety precaution is all.
Yeah. If someone falls, they can like hold on to it and we can pull them back up.
And here's the bad thing about this. I mean, you guys, winter cloaks and all this, these guys hardly have anything. And it is cold.
I got a blanket.
So,
You think I'll put a corner of it?
so you guys start traveling down the steps.
Yeah.
Who's in the front with Ward? Vesper.
Luda.
Okay, what about the,
I'm
you
in
guys
the back.
all leading the way?
I'm in the back. I'm the last one.
Rupert will be with Luda with the order to protect Luda.
And Roland's back there, I guess, too. Where's Nerd at?
Start with me.
Okay.
He's my little buddy.
Snurk's probably still got the banner.
Yeah, he would probably, the wind would probably carry him away with that.
His arms are tired.
He has like one of those mini. He has 2 of those mini pennants.
Now, are you grouping everybody up by race? Or you just file them in one after the other?
One after the other.
Yeah, I wouldn't even thought about grouping them in by
We're
race.
not-
So I'm just asking.
If like the 6 orcs gravitate together, then they just gravitate together.
Okay, I'm just asking. You know, dwarves hate orcs hate
I mean,
dwarves.
so-
I'll keep the orcs separate from the dwarves.
Vesper right now would probably punch somebody if they try to start some shit
Yeah.
while we're walking down here.
Okay.
Might kill him.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
Roman
saying.
might be-
I like to think that all these goblins think Snurk's a great hero because they're like lying to them saying he did all this shit. But
Whatever, that's fine. We can go with that. They'll follow him. We'll follow him. If he jumps, they'll all jump.
They're fucking lemons.
Yeah.
They're just.
just like I like to think that Snurk's like the bravest goblin that's ever was because he's seen so much shit by now.
It's like Vesper and Dragon.
So you guys take off down these steps. And literally, there are 12,000 steps. And it is cold, bitter cold, because you're up here this high. You're literally, is it 500 feet?
Have I had time to attend to this room yet?
Torches.
Did you,
It was 3 o'clock yesterday when we talked about it.
I mean,
yeah, I will say you do, yeah. You
Oh,
do,
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask you if you have
Probably-
anything.
You feel pretty comfortable.
Fire.
You feel pretty comfortable, actually, because you've got resistance to cold.
Hey, Roland, do you have any torches?
Torches will not stay lit this high up with the wind blowing.
I'm sure.
If you got an ever burning torch, though,
Got somebody has
Yeah.
light.
You never gave us an ever burning torch.
no one ever bothered to go buy one, did they? When I said, hey, just gear yourself up with whatever mundane stuff you need,
An ever burning torch.
If at any point we pass like a pile of flammable anything, I'll
you will
ignite a
not
fire.
find it on on these stairs.
Yeah.
Anything of flammable is in that yak folk village.
Man, you should have burned the whole fucking
Should've.
village.
As we was walking away, like, cause we were in the back, we could have been like going down the stairs, and just been like, well, one of the houses, the whole thing just.
Oh my god, you burned us
But yeah, a torch will not stay lit in the wind this high up. You've got the cold wind coming from the north.
I don't need it, I can see.
What if I use my jug to make alchemist fire to douse them in?
What are you dousing? The people?
No, the torch, but dip the torches in
Oh,
alchemist.
damn,
But it just makes them burn, though. I mean, the wind is still, it's not magical fire.
I was trying to think like something like this looks like oil that will burn.
What do we need fire for again?
Because
Just
it's
keep it
cold.
warm.
Look, man, you guys are set for cold right now. You guys have winter clothes. These people have nothing.
I mean, I don't. Vesper right
I,
now.
mean,
doesn't care
I
about these
noticeably
people.
feel good with this room. Right?
Yeah, you
I
feel
can give my
comfortable.
winter clothes away and still
Sure.
feel all right.
Yeah. So rolling, you give your winter cloak and stuff away. Anybody else doing anything like that?
I'll give away my winter stuff away too.
Okay.
I'll just like face the cold.
Vesper,
Vesper ain't giving a shit. She's
Luda?
rude.
You're buzzing up more.
Oh, she really, I mean, she had comforter clothes and stuff. Why not?
Well, we bought winter gear when we went to.
Yeah. She gives it up.
So Vesper's the only one staying warm.
I'll keep my prestigious flame close to me.
Okay, that'll work.
I'll use that to warm me up.
It's a long walk down these steps. I'm assuming you're taking your time, you're in no rush.
Like a bear.
Everybody's kind of holding this rope, hugging the side of the mountain, going down these steps. But,
Polymorph into a polar bear or something.
I don't know if that's what you want to do.
Well, it's cold. I figured
Yeah.
I'd get my stuff wet and do that.
Cool.
Okay.
And then everybody kills you for your blubber and clothes.
And then she turns back to the Luva.
And then they're all upset. And they're like, oh no.
I will turn into some form of furry creature as
Or
big.
just a bird. or
Turn to a
something.
penguin.
No.
Yes. Penguin. Have you ever seen a polar bear? Let's put it that way.
No, I saw a bear.
Well, like using.
We've been to the north. That doesn't mean we've seen a
Polar bear, yeah.
Luda has seen March of the Penguins. Okay.
I should turn into a regular bear. Like,
Hey, you start to go bear. You'll stay a little
You've
warm.
seen, yeah, you've seen Kurt.
Okay.
So you guys take your way down these stairs. Eventually, you'll pass through the clouds up here. The wind is just blowing, and you're miserably cold, except for people with winter clothes on, Vesper, and Roland.
what about me?
They used to get a saw.
Oh yeah, and you, yeah, you're a bear. So how long does that last?
I think
Like an
hour.
Yeah, so for an hour, you're comfortably
Yeah.
warm.
Then you're cold again.
Then you're cold again.
Does it screams and goes back?
But you're gonna keep casting it on yourself.
I look it up, see.
What spell slot is that?
It's like
That's what I was sitting there thinking. How? Yeah.
But
Fourth.
It's third.
You're just
Oh,
burning.
no, yeah, it's fourth. Oh.
You're burning third
Can't
level
you up
spell
the
slot,
spell
same one.
level to increase it to like 8 hours?
I don't know.
Even
looking
if you
it up.
even got that.
but taking your time,
Oh, I can't
going down these stairs as they just kind of turn this way, or around the cliffs, takes you a solid 6 hours to reach the bottom.
Oh, there goes that using trucks for donuts on a few people.
So, I mean, and still, so these people are just frozen. Some people have fainted on the way up here. You've had to revive them due to the cold. I mean, especially
Part
like,
of the reason the healer stayed in the back.
and that's, I mean, yeah, but it's still a long line. 150 people.
Yeah.
I mean, you say every person takes up a foot of space.
Well,
So
124.
So 124 plus you guys and another bear, Rupert, and it's still a long line. And it's not like you can't rush around these stairs. So, but you take your time. Eventually, you get to the bottom of the stairs. How you plan on taking care of all these people?
I don't know.
With what food? What supplies?
Vesper's just eating a ration. She's not talking
We're
anymore.
running low on rations. Well, I am.
Well, I thought we'd be able to spot
'Cause
that.
we haven't stopped on restock in a while, and that's why I haven't bought plate meal yet.
Okay, still, let's just say you did. Where are you going? Where's the first place you're going? And how are you going to carry all that food for all these people for such a long trip?
His bag alone is
Well, we
pretty
need to
empty.
go to Everland.
But still, 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to Everland. Just to say you go by foot. So the closest road to where you're at, and this is Or's telling you all of this, just off the top of his head, going back through memories. From where you're at, the closest road is the Fork Road. There's no road that leads to the Fork Road. It's all wilderness. You have to cut across. That's 85 miles, taking about 3.5 days. From there, the closest town is Newfort. It's about 50 miles. It's another 2 days. From there, you can get to Sundabar, which is about 60 miles, 2.5 days. From Sundabar, you can go to Jalanthar, 50 miles on foot. That's another 2.5 days. From there, you get to Everland, which is 100 miles by foot, 4 days.
I just want to say thank you for doing all the math.
You're welcome.
So,
Math is
We only
important. I
have,
like
what,
to do the
3
distance.
or 4 people that is going to Waterdeep with us?
Yeah, the thing is,
That's
okay,
the problem with this, but that's
you
not
hit,
what's important.
when you hit the bottom, unless you stop some of these people, like the orcs, the goblins, they run.
They're free. They
Yeah, the humans that are barbarian like, they run. What stays is basically civilized folk.
Actually, I'd like to ask the barbarians if they'd help us get to the road
No,
with cutting the supplies.
that's the barbarians from the north. They hate civilization. They don't even like being around you. They are gone. As soon as you guys hit the steps, they got flat land under their feet. Boom, they run to the nearby forest. Orcs, goblins.
How many humans that leave me again? Start off with 13.
How many you got?
We start off with 13.
13. Well, I have 2 that are marked down with normal names. I will say probably 13. 8 of them are barbarian. They run.
Right. And the goblins are all running.
Yeah, unless you stop the goblins and orcs that are running.
It's less people that we have to take care of.
Live with that.
No, that
Well, not that,
civilized folk.
None of them are civilized folk.
The civilized folk will know to travel together and to their destinations.
I know that goblins have a bad
Yes,
rep, but
they
they're
are.
so pretty freaking smart and they can take care of themselves. Orcs can take care of themselves. Barbarians can take care of themselves.
And you're in barbarian land.
Yeah.
So the question is, you've got both of your groups are divided.
We're
You
down
got
to 6.
people that want to go to Felbar because most of your towns are near Felbar. Adbar is out of the way to the east of where you're
So we
at.
got, what, 3 days to get to the road?
But if Ord will tell you, you could take the Fork Road, then go to New Fort Felbar, traveling,
The closest
the,
actual
Fort Road.
town's Newport, right?
or you can cut through the Druid, which is off to your west where you're at. That's where most of your barbarians ran to. And then cross the Raven Mountains, which on the other side is Felbar. And that's 100 miles, but that's through climbing through mountains and stuff like that. Which is about a 10-day trip of hazardous terrain.
Let's go to the road.
I'm gonna talk to everyone. We'll go to Newport first so we can get supplies, and those of you that will go whatever you wish can break off from there with proper transport and clothing.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll me a perception.
I told that much closer.
Because here's the thing though, people don't want to go to Adbar, it's just closer to them to go to Adbar than it is to go to Newfort.
Why don't we go
Because
to
it's
the
close. Adbar is actually closer through walking through the wilderness than it is to go to Newfort and then take the road to Adbar.
I mean, if they feel like they'd be safe enough to travel straight there, I'm not gonna stop
Well,
them.
I don't-
Free men.
I feel guilty they left on their own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you freed these guys. I mean,
18.
okay.
We all offering to protect them to, you know, what was it, Newport?
So you're trying to talk them into following you guys, correct?
Like, it's safer, like with us, than running off on your own.
An 18 will do it.
Yeah.
You will talk to these other people to just get to
I'm
Newfort.
assuming they're all dwarves.
No, you have a good mix of everything.
I meant the ones that were going to go.
No, you have people that are there, some humans, gnomes, and stuff like that. But yeah, you will talk them into eventually following you guys to Newfort. Now you kind of just single filed everybody in, and then eventually Roland and Luda followed up the back. Now as everybody's kind of gathering around, as you see the rest of these goblins and orcs and stuff, Ord, you're trying to talk everybody down because everybody's like, well, where do we go from here? And you're like, look, let's just go here. Everybody roll me perception, sight.
23.
15.
18.
Don't even ask.
You're too busy talking. That's why. Too busy talking.
Yeah.
You guys know, you three, that one elf is dressed in fine winter clothing, and you never noticed this as people were filing down the mountain because there were so many of them. And it's odd because Roland and Luda and Ord, which you don't see, you guys don't remember giving this person any of your clothing.
Also, you never listed me an elf.
No, I did not. There's a reason.
Are there any insignias or anything?
No, just warm coat, boots, pants. Looks better than the rest of the slaves.
And we're breaking camp at the bottom.
I'll ask him if he knows how to hunt.
That's stereotypical.
It is a he, and it's tells you it's not my job.
What is your job?
He said Zalto has tasked me as being his envoy. You're to protect me.
You know, he could have told us that as well.
You can check.
Roll insight.
I'll tell, yeah.
Tells you I'm to be his eyes and ears in Waterdeep until he arrives.
19.
Yeah, you believe him.
Why
You
don't
don't feel that he's lying. He's very confident
At this
about
point,
this.
We're taking, you know, we got enough time that I can summon Tiberius.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I'm taking time to do that.
Okay, I'll ask everybody.
Well, that's like an hour.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. I mean, you do that
I'm
when you
getting
figure
back
all
on
this
this
stuff.
as
So.
well. I missed the little guy.
But yeah,
That is an hour as
I'll
a
ask
ritual.
the
That's all
dwarves
I can
and the
do.
gnomes and the humans that are
If
left.
you can do it like
If
a
any
regular
of them know
spell,
how to hunt.
probably, most likely, wizard.
half and half maybe. Or these people were just commoners.
I'm just looking for somebody to go with me.
You probably gathered. A lot of the elves are from the high forest, like the northern east end of the high forest. And a lot of them guys can help you hunt.
Alright, so
The food down here is
There
not
are no
going to be a problem.
Well, we
I
actually,
purify
food's
food
gonna be a
and
big
drink.
problem.
actually the food around here is a problem because you're all on flat land. Just a way off to the west is the forest.
I know the survival rules I read.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, and you're gonna feed a good. See, you get 30 goblins left, 6 orcs left, 8 humans. So was that?
50 goblins left.
Does that how many there were?
Yes.
So then 6 orcs.
Didn't they run away?
We're down to
Do you have a bow?
Yeah.
60 people.
Okay.
That's the elf and us.
And you're still gonna have to feed these people
Okay.
for the next 3.5 days at least.
Like
That's without any trouble.
somebody else that said they can hunt, I'll just choose one at random.
Yeah, you go to these elves. will speak
And
up.
I'll have Luda give him a bow.
Okay.
And I'll tell him
My magic ball?
we'll go out and get stuff.
Conies.
Conies,
We can
yeah.
hunt some conies and some pheasants.
I'll pull with you.
I don't think
I don't let it be known. And then I guess Luda and Roland will kind of stand back to guard all these people by themselves.
I figure we'll go off on our separate ways and we'll just kind of like where we can see each other because it's flat land, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, if you're
We'll say the barbarians seem very ungrateful.
All right, roll me a survival, Vesper.
Does he get advantage because he has health?
17, so 20, 27?
Okay. I will say that you, with all these elves and or blasting off his thunder cannon. 'cause
I was going to use magic.
Oh,
Ray of
okay.
Frost.
Oh, okay.
Or Firebolt.
Oh yeah, it's pre-cooked.
Forget.
Yeah.
You will find enough today to feed everybody with what supplies you have.
Yeah.
But still, you've got a long trek ahead of you.
But we have a shit ton of furs. I'm going to start stitching together and do blankets.
You can, yeah, I mean, but it's not a lot though. I mean,
I said into a blanket.
so,
Hey,
yeah, a blanket.
A rabbit fur blanket.
Yes.
So,
It's very luxurious.
you're going. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna start camping, or you guys are gonna try to move out some.
I figure we'll camp at the edge of the
I
forest.
think, yeah, we'll go.
No, you're not going towards the forest.
Where we-
That'd be to the west. You're going south. You're going to.
We have like 2 hours out of the 6. I just get them a little bit farther away.
You've got about 12 hours left. 6 hours left of daylight. Is what you got. Take you 6 hours to get
We'll
down.
move a few hours out just to get them away from.
But we're gonna have to get like
Ironslag.
firewood, stuff like that to get a fire.
Are you gonna
going
check up
for
on the elf
night.
story with Zaldo?
You what?
Who's up and leave him?
What?
He wants me to do the same
will.
as Aldo asking about the elf.
Hey, he said he'd leave an open mind. So he asked him to.
Yeah, I'll shoot him just asking real briefly.
Okay.
Yeah.
He laughs. And he tells you, says, yes, I need eyes and ears
Alright.
in Waterdeep.
Alright.
So,
Just curious about the random stranger that showed up.
Yeah, I'm curious why you
hey,
didn't.
no. He'll tell you he was a slave. He was a slave.
I'll ask him his name.
Tells you his name is Hadariah Freeman.
I'll ask him where he's from.
Raya.
He tells you he's from Sundabar.
What's his last name?
Freeman.
Freeman.
Freeman? I thought I said Freeman there, because I was like,
No. No.
His kin to Morgan.
No relation.
No.
He tells you,
Like Freeman.
and he has he's dressed well nice, covered in furs and whatnot, and he seems very grateful for the opportunity to do this.
I'll ask him why Zalto picked him.
he just said he's very grateful.
He says, I have a way with words. And look, this time you've talked to him, just his mannerisms, you see he's very articulative and very well-mannered.
What were you before the slave?
It's like, I worked the political scene at Sundabar. Said, wrong place, wrong time.
Aye.
Said, I've been here for a year and a half now.
My apologies. Qu'est-ce que vous avez sonné?
He said, I'm free. Right now, that's all that matters. Yes, he's very articulate, very well mannered. So, you move off away from the wall. Some of the dwarves and the elves are against that.
Well, not so much away from the wall, as away from.
The steps.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if you're going to move away from the wall, you have to travel south. Okay, like here's the wall. This is the mountains. If you're looking at the mountain, this way is the Durawood. Way this way is Adbar. New Fort is this way.
Alright, so if we're going to make any headway, it'll be in the opposite direction.
Yes, it has to be in the opposite.
Then we'll just
direction.
camp here, because I don't want to, I want the cover of the mountain.
That's exactly what they're telling you. It's best to have a cover of the mountain. Give us all a break today.
Yeah.
We're free.
Yeah.
Why are we in a rush?
No, I was thought like this side will make some of them uneasy.
So, well, it's freedom.
Yeah.
So they're just happy to be free. So night comes, taking watch. Some of these dwarves and elves will help take watch throughout the night. You can tell, like, these people that you've hunted with, Vesper and the Ward, like, they're well trained. So, I mean, these are people you realize can take care of themselves if a battle was to break out. Wink, wink.
I do have 12 scimitars.
I was
from
just
Troll.
about to ask, how many spare weapons do we have?
Well, if you've got weapons in your bag, if you start throwing them out, I mean, some of them dwarves and these elves will just go start picking them up.
I'll even hand one of them my warhammer.
Dwarf will gladly pick that up and tell you it's well balanced.
Hey, dude. Thanks
Like
to
a
you.
good dwarf should make a weapon.
I could put 9 people in the hut for 8 hours. Like do we have any like small like children, maybe slaves?
No, children do not make good
I
slaves in a
guess
forge.
women.
They do.
Riddler women, older women, I guess. I don't want
younger. Oh, yeah, all these people would probably be middle aged.
the ones that look the worst out here, like with the weather. I want to put them in the hut.
Okay, well, you've got a lot of people with no clothing on, and they won't fill that hut.
That's what I'm saying. I can only put 9 of them in there.
Yeah, so I mean,
The worst of the worst.
I can help a few of them.
It's not the worst of the worst, but you realize almost that's kind of cruel. Because, hey, I'm giving you shelter, and I can't give these people shelter.
Yeah.
And your ideal is to protect the weak here.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying
I mean,
to.
even though
I
you're
don't want
trying
them to die of the weather.
even though you're trying to, it's cruel to other people because you'll get this whole, why wasn't I picked? to do
Yeah,
this?"
that's right.
You know, what makes them better? Oh, well, I'll get some more of you tomorrow. And then I'll get some more of you tomorrow, and then you're at Newfort.
Yeah.
So technically, you only shelter 27 people in
I
that
got
time
you.
frame.
I assume that people are making like separate campsites, like they're not all huddled around
Why
one
not
giant
be all huddled
bonfire.
around?
No, everybody's like trying to stay together.
Yeah,
These people.
I'm not saying
you
spreading
think-
out too far.
No, no,
I'm just
no.
saying
These-
they're all
no.
not like.
No, they're making like a little village. Especially, you gotta think these people have come to know each other.
Yeah.
They've been there for years, so they all know each other.
I'll pass around torches and everything, use prestidigitation, keep them lit throughout the night, so there's some semblance of warmth.
Well, that's kind of
All
what I
right.
was getting at. I was gonna be lighting fires for people, giving them warmth. You know.
Morning comes. I guess soon you guys are gonna do some hunting
Yeah.
to start feeding some people. What time are you gonna get up and start moving the camp?
Vesper's ready to go as soon as his first leg.
As soon as we get some hunting done, get everybody some food in their stomach.
A bunch of people, it's gonna take a while. And it's gonna be a slow trip.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I
I
said,
wanted another caravan.
That's what
Just
I
don't
know,
have
it's gonna be great.
but there's no wagons, not a lot of armored people like there
The
was.
foot caravan ain't fun.
That's right, this is a foot caravan. Ain't riding wagons.
They got tile over here.
Um,
Foot caravan.
You're on Tiberius, correct? As you travel, or are you riding Rupert?
I'm on foot with everyone else. Rupert's protecting.
Figure me
Luna.
being on Tiberius, like they could see me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'm assuming like the 4 of us are dispersed throughout them all.
Okay, so no, that's fine. I'm just asking for a reason because Roland, as you ride Tiberius, you see a lot of resentment at people like, you know, well, why does he get something to ride on and we don't? You know, and we've been stuck in a forge for years. You see a little bit of jealousy with this.
Does
Or
anybody
scout
say
right ahead of us.
anything?
Huh?
Anybody say
That's the
anything?
point.
No, the only perception see if you hear somebody maybe, but I mean,
That's 21.
Yeah, I'll say that you eventually hear somebody talk about like what makes him so much better than us that he gets to ride a giant deer around.
We should eat the deer.
I'll just tell
You'll
him.
hear that.
They can try.
I'll just tell him to shut the fuck up. Best person in the mood for anything. She is rude right now.
Roll me intimidation.
That's me.
It's
I'm
Vesper's
sure
current
some of them
move.
can, would understand, because I am.
You know,
trying to
I
ride
figured you
out
sympathize with
front.
these people.
A 14.
They're fearful enough. They're like, oh, okay. And they don't go
If I
shake
see
their
this whole
heads.
exchange, I'll walk up and say, I'll just walk up and say, like, she's lost someone.
I'm roll me percentiles. I'll say 70% or higher you do because there's such a mass amount of people, and you just said you're spread out amongst everybody.
Yeah. 98.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you and Vesper are not that spread out.
I just realized every time I wrote percentiles or something, like random like this, is like 90 something.
Okay, but yes, you do hear this
And
exchange.
I explained to them that she just lost someone, like,
They kind of look at her like even though they're kind of like fearful or like whatever, they're like, what do you think we lost? Years of our lives. You know, for all we know, our family and friends think we're dead.
She was forced to watch her lover die.
So do you not think that maybe we were forced to watch people die as we tried to escape these fire
I'm telling
guys?
you what's going on with her right now.
He was like, we're not holding our attitudes towards anybody else.
It'll be for us. It'll be slaves still.
No, hey,
That's what she
they're
just said.
completely thankful for that. But I mean, their whole thing is like, okay, we understand that.
Yeah, I
But
can get that.
we've lost things too. What gives
Yeah.
her just a right to be like that towards us?
I'm not there. That's just what my character.
I mean, all these people have been here a certain amount of time.
It's going to take them a while to readjust back.
Yeah,
to
exactly. They don't even know. Like I said, they don't even know if the people that they care about, think they're alive anymore. Everybody here's got a different story. Oh, the caravan I was in got sacked.
Yeah.
Did the dwarf that was in the hammer get freed? I forgot about that motherfucker.
Nope.
He wasn't a slave.
And no one asked.
He wasn't a slave. He was a prisoner.
He's far worse.
He's far worse.
He tried to kill the Duke, so the Duke keeps him in a hammer.
That's what he is. Say a good reason someone didn't ask that.
I would fairly agree to that. I mean, yeah.
But yeah. I mean, everybody here's got a story about how they were taken. So.
I'll go around and collect everybody's
And
story.
you would think maybe, if anything, one person here would be able to relate that kind of feeling instead of being a
Yeah, she understands, but she's
douchebag.
still a douchebag.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. No, I'll go around and like
That's
be open
pretty
here
bad,
for
man.
everybody and listen to them.
When isn't she?
Well, that's good because them having somebody to talk to that hasn't heard their story and a nasty slave pit does them some good.
I'm not going to mention any of our trial and tribulations. I'm going to make them all about them.
That's good. That'll get you a lot of praise from these people. Or give yourself an inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I use as much as I get, but thank you.
Hey, well. For too long, within the next couple of days, we'll go ahead and say, Orin, despite Vesper's bitchiness, has kept everybody in pretty good spirits listening instead of being mean. Has kept everybody in pretty good spirits. You've kept the mood going. So we'll say you do cover there in 3.5 days pretty easily. So it is now the 30, I don't know, like I said, the month has turned. It is the 1st of Hammer, first day of deep winter. You've turned another year.
I like this month.
You come to Newport. It's a moat and Bailey stockade on the south of the Fork Road, which you've come up to. It's east of Thunder Bar, the foothills of the Ravine Mountains. A dozen wooden frame colleges stand outside the stockade, as is a cozy tavern here. We know you guys love your taverns. Everybody that is with you guys is grateful to be here.
I want to tell Vera welcome home.
Thank you. And I'll give you another inspiration for that, but I can't. You just got one. You know what? Go ahead. For remembering. Go ahead. Man, you're on a roll today.
We have a tavern here.
There is a tavern here, but here's the thing. None of these people have gold.
That's exactly what I was getting.
They're all trying to get to it.
I will.
It's a small place, and the thing is, it will be hard to accommodate everybody here.
I'm going to
Very
motion
difficult.
to the elf.
Are there people willing to?
Adrian, or what was his name?
Adaria.
Adaria. And I tell him to come on, we're going to get a drink.
I'm going to see about getting food and warm clothes for everybody.
I was gonna do the clothes.
Okay, no, you can go with him.
Yeah.
Roland, what about you?
Buying every room that they got for these people.
No, you're not, because I'm getting a room.
Hey,
first.
Well, you
Oh,
are being
whoa,
an asshole.
this goes back to her old ways. That's
No, I'm not going to fuck this dude. No,
Don't lie.
I'm not.
We're buying clothes, we come
That's
back,
what I'm
rest of
talking
the roller
I'm
fighting
being
out the
an
fucking
ass today.
hallway.
Wow. Ord
This
is
is
a
new Ford is very
People
slight.
willing to rent rooms from their homes to these people.
You've let the word
Hey,
down.
this is gonna be hard. This is a very small
Still
town.
that word down.
There's about 30 buildings here.
Like these people.
So it's a little bit bigger than
you're
Greenfields.
slaves, and you're just so cold. to
But I
it.
mean, how much coin are you guys willing to drop for everybody here?
however much it takes.
Yep.
No, I want a number. I mean, I know you guys got plenty of gold.
Yeah.
I got so much I'm not gonna get to use it, but
Do you want to take out the party fund?
No.
You're not, you're out of this whole fucking. I'm pissed off at you. But Ord is upset with you. Do you two want to take out the party fund?
no,
I will fight this
How much is
party.
that?
100 platinum.
Jesus
Oh, my God.
Christ. That's 1,000 gold pieces. You're set.
I was gonna be like, how much gold is actually 62,000?
I have 100 platinum. I mean, I got a bunch of other stuff, but I do have 100 platinum left.
Copper, 62 gold.
The way there we go.
I have 62,000 copper.
I mean, divide that by 10, that's what you got.
That
I know that's
platinum will
actually
buy,
silver.
I think we can buy all
That's not
the
even
goods out of
gold.
this
That's
store.
like 6 gold.
That's 1,000 gold from that.
1,000 gold will cover everything, literally, and so much
Yeah.
more. You could give these guys time to rest here as long as they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and say you want to send the people themselves to Adbar,
Yeah.
to their own towns, you could split that much amongst them,
Yeah.
and they'll be set. Won't be nothing to find a wagon heading this way, a wagon heading that way. The hills of High Forest, all they got to do is just jump down across the river, across the mountains, and they're home. So I mean, if you take 1,000 gold and split it amongst everybody that's here, everybody will be happily on their way and set. 1,000 gold goes a long way.
Roland is also gonna do something a little weird. You know, he doesn't drink.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have a drink. He's gonna go drink with Ord again.
Drink that water.
So it's just everybody got like 16 plus gold. No,
All
I
right.
don't know.
So
As I'm drinking with Ord, I'm gonna ask him, when's the last time you got in touch with Grizzly?
Spit a minute.
Now that you have a means, might be a good idea.
I almost don't want to drag him back into it, to be honest.
I'm just worried about what happened to him since we last seen him.
And I also want to speak to that as the others. I'll contact
To be
him
honest,
before.
it'd be nice to see Kurt too.
Aye.
all right. So everybody's going to the tavern. Because obviously, if you want food cooked,
I'm in the goods store,
We're just packing in the tavern with
like
everybody.
buying clothes and everything.
oddly enough, this tavern is called Heroes Reward.
The dwarf that's with us, what name? Verbin?
Vaudman,
Verbin? Did he say what he used to do before he was a slave?
he's a soldier.
Well, when I'm in this general goods store or wherever I'm at, if I see anything dwarven weaponry, I'm gonna buy something.
You won't find it here.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
No. I take it back. Being between two of the major dwarven cities, yeah, you'll probably find some stuff like that here.
If I find any,
Like I'm saying, you've got
Yeah.
enough gold that you could literally equip everybody
Yeah.
that they need food and supplies to get to where they need to go.
okay,
But you got 4 people that are coming with you too.
that's why since he's going with us.
So you're gonna armor him up, weapon him up,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I'm going to get, also, we need to get the other two, whatever's equipment they need.
We do too. I just know that you've
Did you
been a
mention an
dwarf.
armor shop at all? I don't know if you did or didn't.
There's shops like that here. It's nothing major though.
Am I lucky enough to find plate mail?
Not here, no.
Okay.
This is a small.
I'm checking everywhere we go,
family.
just so you know.
Is there a caravan coming through here?
Maybe not.
A
anytime
dwarven
soon,
caravan?
No.
Because they might carry it.
Okay, so you guys are going to Heroes Reward. Okay, obviously, why are you taking this guy Vesper?
Just talk to him, figure out what's going on with this envoy that we have to
Yeah,
escort.
he'd be nice to Posh Spice, but not to any other slaves. Let's see how you are.
Well, he told you. The Duke needs eyes and ears and water deep. He's an envoy. He will sit in until Zalto decides it's time for him to come to Waterdeep.
But why is he doing it?
Why?
You were a slave.
And he says, okay, yeah, I was a slave and I went from rags to riches. Why not? He says, tell me. And he doesn't know your story. He's like, if you were pent up in a place for years, no bath, barely any food, you're using the same pot everybody else is, you're covered in filth and grime, and you get the opportunity to put some gold in a pouch, dress in nice clothing, warm cloak before you're going to walk down 12,000 steps, would you do it?
He has a very good fucking point.
They're like, yeah, but why did you uphold the promise?
I just told you.
He's not a liar.
I'm not a liar. Luxury. I'm not used to what I was
Luxury,
put
riches, a
through.
seat
No
of
one
power.
wants to do that. Have you ever been through anything like that?
Yeah.
Tell me. Do you like your life better than then?
Yeah, but I would never help the people.
You would never help what people?
The Zen.
And he says, he don't know what the Zen is. Like, I guess I have no clue what you're talking about. Are these Zen evil people?
Yes.
He said, let me tell you something. Being in politics, I can tell you that no matter what, eventually, somebody's worked for somebody else without them knowing it. Some people learn that lesson, some people are completely blind to it. But eventually, sometime in your life, you're going to do something for somebody who has evil intentions and not be aware of it.
Yeah, probably.
He said,
But I wouldn't do it.
and then when I found such a thing out, I tried to run away, guess what happened? I was caught. He said, but now, after Zalto told me what you guys are doing, and I have an opportunity to try to bring some peace to people, I'm going to take it by any means necessary. He said, so if Zalto said, hey, if they're lying, cut their throats and go tell the guys in Waterdeep, if I had the opportunity, I would. If it's going to save thousands of people.
I'll raise my glass to that one.
And he'll cheers you.
Is that what he told you? I'm not there. I'm just.
So you guys get the hero's reward. You're dropping this coinage everywhere. A bunch of people, though the staff is overwhelmed. See, the owner is a half elf, Delph Dirildar. He's very happy to see this. And some of the slaves have told him, who you guys are, what you guys have done for him, and he's very happy about it. I mean, he's doing everything he can to help you guys spend his less gold so these people have more for them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very grateful. That's why he's named this place what it is.
Said Delph. Sorry, I'm trying.
Delph Dirildar. Dereldar.
G-E-R.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So does he come out and talk to us or say anything?
No, he's just casual conversation. Hey, come by, have his drinks on the house, thanks for what you're doing. It's really nice that, you've done this for these people. I mean, he'll come by, introduce himself to all you guys, give you guys free room and board if you're wanting it, just for what you're doing for these people. I mean, he's very grateful for it.
I give my room.
You can tell he's a genuinely nice guy.
I think it's time for a tune.
Is that?
This is
Play me one.
Seems like an inn. A lot of people have a good time. Let the good times roll. In violin form. Hey, that's really good. That's a 23.
So you start playing violin?
Yeah.
Sing me a song.
What's the try? I'm trying to think of a song like people getting wealthy.
People getting wealthy.
People getting their lives
It's a
back.
long way from.
Yeah.
It's a long way to the top.
Yeah. It's a long way.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop me now.
Don't
Stop me now.
We're on Queen.
You said he's a half elf, right?
Yeah, he's a half elf.
Having a good time, yeah.
Well, all the festivities start to pick
It's
up.
on Shaun of the Dead where that jukebox starts
I
playing.
think we haven't really come into contact with many other half elves. So,
Probably have.
Working man.
Just in-game stuff. It's not stuff that's spotlighted.
Roland's just curious as to the origins of, was his mother a human? What
He
race
looks
of
at you
elf?
weirdly like, why you want to know how I was come to be? It's strange.
Roland's a strange fellow.
He has
Obviously,
He has fetishes.
I swing that way, man. There.
My father was human, my mother drow.
Yeah, he doesn't understand why you would want to bring that up. It's kind of strange.
Well,
As all the festivities pick up, Or's gonna slip out and head to the forge.
How many waitresses and stuff he has in here?
No forge here.
Oh, no forge now.
Just small blacksmith sniffing stuff like making wheels, axles, stuff like that. It's a very small community. This place is smaller than Greenest. So,
So I'll go to the bartender before I head up to my room for that because I'm not going to stay out here and partake in the festivities. I'll buy a bottle or get a bottle, take back to my room by myself.
all right.
But I'll hand the bartender like 5 platinum
Mm-hmm.
and just tell him to take care of himself and his family.
Man, you guys are just dropping coinage everywhere today.
All I knew to do is carve the thing. So I have all the tools for it, I just didn't want to be around everybody else.
Fair enough. Gotcha. Lou, playing your jig. I'm still waiting for you to sing.
Damn it, he was giving me good suggestions a while ago.
Don't stop me now.
Long way to the top, don't stop me now. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You're over there. It's a long way from the top from Ironslag.
What how'd the D&D song go?
Huh?
Roll crit.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nobody knows what that is.
So you guys are having a really good time, except for Vesper, who's gonna go drink her sorrows away. You're finishing what you're doing at this little blacksmith shop board. Luda's got everybody in a good mood. The bartender, the owner, is very interested in your holy symbol, Roland. He will have a nice conversation with you about that. And everybody is in pretty good spirits on your first night at Newport.